You know, if you're running a business, Google Ads can feel like a whole separate job, right? Well, today we're going to talk about how to fix that dreaded limited by budget warning without actually spending a dime more. We'll even cover how you can slash your cost per click in half. The goal? To finally make your ad budget work for you instead of the other way around. Let's get into it. So, does this question hit a little too close to home? Seriously, are you spending your mornings just tweaking bids, your afternoons fighting with a user interface that feels like it changes every week, and then your evenings just wondering if you're throwing money into a black hole? Well, you are definitely not alone. It's not you, the platform has changed. A lot. And that really gets us to the heart of the problem. We've got to reframe how we see the whole platform, because it's not some simple dashboard anymore. No, it's more like a cockpit. That's right. The Google Ads you're using today is an enterprise-grade machine packed with hundreds of settings, levers, and buttons. It's built for specialists, for pros. So if you feel overwhelmed, it is not your fault. It's like you've been handed the keys to a jumbo jet and just told to, figure it out. All this complexity creates a very specific kind of problem, one that keeps you totally stuck in this loop of endless work with, frankly, very little to show for it. We call it the manual maintenance trap. And this really shows the two worlds we're talking about, and they are night and day. On one side, you have the old way, right? Manual management. It's so time-intensive, it's incredibly high risk, and it leads to serious burnout. But on the other side, there's a new approach, autonomous growth. It's driven by your goals, it's guided by intelligence, and ultimately, it's effortless. So let's just break down that pain for a second. First, there's the UI grunt work, just hours spent fighting an interface that seems to change every single month. Then there's the massive risk. One wrong checkbox buried 3 layers deep in the settings can literally burn thousands of dollars. And finally, it's all just reactive guesswork. You're staring at spreadsheets, trying to figure out what worked last week, but by then the opportunity, it's long gone. So what does it actually take to win in this complex environment? Well, it takes a level of relentless, almost inhuman discipline, a total commitment to zero waste. So how do we get this zero waste discipline? It actually starts with a few key hacks. First up, the quality score hack. Get this, by boosting your quality score from a 3 to a 10, you can slash your cost per click by 50%. Next, you got to do a device and location purge. You cut out those zombie segments that are just eating your budget, like mobile traffic that never, ever converts. And finally, you kill the zombie hours. You do this by day-parting your campaigns and avoiding that 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. graveyard shift where you get nothing but tire kickers. Exactly. Who on earth can possibly do all of this perfectly without ever sleeping or getting distracted or, taking a day off? A human just can't. But an AI can. And that's where the whole story changes. This is the solution to that impossible challenge. So let me introduce you to your new co-pilot. This is Aimey, and you should think of it not as just another tool, but as an intelligent agent, a full-stack media buyer that works for you around the clock, handling all that insane complexity and executing those zero-waste tactics we just talked about automatically. So what does this autonomous growth thing actually mean for you? It means the system is goal-driven. It truly understands your ROI targets. It's guided, it walks you through a perfect setup from the start. And it's effortless. It does all that nonstop optimization so you don't have to. Basically, it does the math so you can do the business. Okay, so this sounds great, but you're probably thinking, is this another complicated thing I have to learn? Absolutely not. Let's see how this whole thing goes from just a simple idea to a fully functioning campaign. It all starts right here. You just drop in your website's URL. That is literally it. From that one action, the AI scans your site, understands your business, and can get a professional, top-tier campaign live in about 120 seconds. It's wild. Now, what's really cool is how Aimey avoids that blank screen problem. Instead of leaving you to guess what to do next, it uses this gamified quest interface. It breaks down what is normally an enterprise-grade setup into simple, easy-to-manage steps, making sure you don't miss a single crucial detail. And once you're set up, you are on autopilot. The optimization engine kicks in and just works for you 24/7. This is where the real magic happens. We're talking hundreds of tiny, data-driven adjustments being made every single day to improve performance, reallocate budget, and refine keywords. The kind of work that is just impossible for a person to do manually.
Now, all of this technology and automation is pretty impressive, but look, it doesn't mean a thing unless it delivers tangible results. So let's talk about the only metric that really truly matters, your return on investment.
And there it is. On average, users see a 35% increase in their return on ad spend. And look, this isn't about getting more clicks or impressions. It's about getting more profit from the money you're already spending. And you're not going to have to sift through 50 columns in a spreadsheet to see it either. The North Star dashboard cuts through all the industry jargon. It shows you your investment, your results, and your ROI. It just answers that one simple question: did I make a profit? This quote, I think, just sums it up perfectly. It really captures the essence of what this is all about, combining human-like strategic thinking with the relentless speed and precision of a machine. So, who is this actually for? Well, it's for small business owners who want professional-level results without having to hire an expensive agency. It's for freelancers who want to automate the daily grind so they can manage like 5 times more clients. And it's absolutely for franchises that need to scale consistent, high-performing campaigns across dozens or even hundreds of locations. If any of this sounds like the solution you've been looking for, you can try it out completely risk-free. There's a 7-day free trial, and you don't even need to put in a credit card to get started. You can just see it for yourself. And that brings us to the final thought I want to leave you with. Just take a hard look at how you're managing your ads right now and ask yourself this one simple question. Is your ad budget working for you, or have you become a full-time employee working for it? The answer might just change everything.